city of San Jose is the 10th largest city in the United States. We're the 3rd largest city in California. When we first really started exploring the opportunity to look for a new Wi-Fi, I wasn't actually sure I really wanted to do it. I wanted to ensure that we either had a capital of Silicon Valley experience in kind of the birthplace of innovation, the heart of innovation. I wanted to make sure that we could provide an over-the-top experience or not do it at all. I didn't have a lot of high hopes because, to be honest with you, the FCC regulates power. They regulate the frequencies, so I didn't really think there was a lot of secret sauce out there. So when we ran our competitive process, I was pleasantly surprised when I started looking at the Ruckus gear. I had a vision of a capital of Silicon Valley experience, and I shared that vision with both SmartWave and Ruckus, and they quickly adopted what we were trying to do in San Jose. Ruckus and SmartWave quickly understood the assets that the city had to offer. We started, really kind of sketching out a vision for our community while keeping an eye on the city services that were needed to sustain the network long term. Right from the onset, one of the important things was, while I wanted to control the high quality experience, I knew we didn't have the expertise to do it in-house, so I wanted to find quality private sector partners that could bring that expertise to the table. Public-private partnerships are kind of the new economy for local government and, quite frankly, the federal government. And so I think it's a great opportunity for us to bring in those public-private partners. In comparison to the old network, we've expanded the geographic footprint to about 1.5 miles as opposed to the original mile that the older network had. With the old Wi-Fi network, we wanted to make sure that we didn't repeat the mistakes of the past. We kind of gave up our control in providing a high-quality experience by using some of those older models like subscriptions and ad-based revenue, and those models have kind of boomed and busted like in many cities around the United States. So by keeping the control with the city, we're able to look for world-class equipment, use the infrastructure we had in place, use our internet pipe, and get some great engineering around designing a world-class Wi-Fi network. Right from the onset of looking for a new Wi-Fi network, we really wanted to ensure that we could meet the changing demands of data consumption. We're now doing things like Netflix, Hulu, YouTube, and the quality of that video streaming is getting better and better. We're now seeing HD quality YouTube videos, for example. We want a wireless network that takes that experience that you have indoors, outdoors. We're also deploying a bunch of indoor APs in our theaters and our Center for Performing Arts. We're also building a great new world-class convention center, and part of that business model is to deploy fast internet access wirelessly throughout the convention center. We have 2 redundant zone directors which centralize management for the wireless network. It allows us to place one at City Hall and one at May West, our internet peer point, and have redundancy and failover. We're looking to expand that deployment of access points inside City Hall, and we'll use the same zone directors to manage both internal and external traffic. Primarily, our access points are located outdoors on light poles, and if you look at major intersections throughout downtown, what you see is a traffic control box. And so what we've done is partner with our Department of Transportation and leverage the fiber infrastructure that's in the street to run traffic signal controls and actually run fiber into those traffic control boxes and then run Ethernet and power over Ethernet up to the light poles to power the APs. We have about 1 wired node or backhaul location for every 2 mesh nodes. On the mesh nodes, we use a photocell which attaches to the top of the light pole and actually powers the mesh node itself. So we don't actually have to run any cable. There's no cable run up the light pole. When we started looking at very nerdy RF propagation models and things like that to compare vendors apples to apples, what we found was we're able to deploy fewer access points in more strategic locations and have a better client experience because of that focused beaming technology with their antenna arrays. We're providing 10 megabits download and 5 megabits upload to each client, and that's so we can have a robust experience. The wireless network is really a great platform for the city. We're able to leverage it for our pay-to-park meters. It's also a great opportunity to get the message of what's going on downtown. And I think there's a great opportunity to use the Power over Ethernet port on the back of the access points to start running video cameras. We can manage traffic cameras and things like that without having to deploy a separate infrastructure. We're able to converge those things that used to be separate investments for the city. We're able to securely segment portions of the wireless network and carve it up to those high-tech companies that want to start getting their employees engaged in our downtown. On March 14th, we launched Wickedly Fast Wi-Fi, which is the name of our network in downtown San Jose. And we're really excited to be joined by both CEOs from SmartWave and Ruckus, as well as Councilmember Sam Liccardo and Mayor Chuck Reed. We had a faux Ethernet cutting, which really symbolized cutting the cord in downtown and enjoying this fast-free network. It's really a springboard for us. I don't think we've even begun to scratch the surface in the ways we can use it.